This is the story of Maleficent. Maleficent is a powerful fairy in the forest of the Moors, okay? And the forest of the Moors is a magical, you know, beautiful forest, okay? And Maleficent is a pure hearted girl. She's nice, she's helpful, she's smiley, and she's just this beautiful aura of an amazing person, yeah? So one day when, they were just in the forest, she bumped into a lad. His name was Stefan. Okay. And one thing led to another, and they fell in love from a little fling to, love emotions. They fell in love, and as they grew older, Maleficent, being the powerful and the fierce one, was given the responsibility to be the protector of the Moors. And while Stefan was in the human kingdom, okay? And one day, King Henry of the human kingdom decided he wanted to conquer the Moors. And Maleficent, being the fiercest protector, mortally wounded King Henry, and that forced his army to retreat. So when he was dying, because he was really wounded so badly, he announced that whoever will kill Maleficent will become his successor and marry his daughter, Princess Layla. Yeah, Layla like me. Yes. And when Stefan heard this, knowing that Stefan came from a very humble background, he was ambitious and he just wanted to be wealthy. He wanted to do anything just to get out of that humble background, okay, that peasant life. He knew Maleficent well, and since they had a thing, okay, so he went to the Moors and, he used his emotional manipulation to convince Maleficent to take whatever he was offering, which he had drugged, and this sent Maleficent into a very deep sleep. And using iron, which he knew was her weakness, he cut off her wings. He couldn't bring himself to kill Maleficent, so he cut off her wings. Then went back to the human kingdom. When he got there, King Henry was so amazed that he just handed him the kingdom before he died. Okay? So Stefan became king and married Princess Layla. Okay? Then on this other side of the Moors, the beautiful magical kingdom of the Moors now became a dark place owing to the fact that Maleficent was hurt. She had become, she moved from being the nice, pure-hearted girl to a fierce, no nonsense, ruthless protector. And this turned the ambience of the forest from the green, beautiful, floral appeal that it had into a very dark kingdom. Okay, so she was the one in charge of protecting the Moors, and also she was in charge of the Moors. Okay, so when King Stefan and his wife Layla had a daughter called Aurora, okay, they invited everybody else in the kingdom, in all sectors of the kingdom. Okay, they invited all of them to the christening of his daughter Aurora, except Maleficent. Now, when Maleficent got wind of this news, she was pissed. Like, Mama was so angry. Like, how could Stefan, first of all, betray me? Then now he can't even invite me to the christening of his daughter? How could he? Okay, so Maleficent took herself to the palace. Yes, she's a bold mama. She doesn't bow down to nobody. I mean, she's the protector of the Moors. You don't tell her ish. You don't tell her ish. So she went to the palace And everyone was shocked, like, whoa, we thought you were dead and stuff like that, you know. So she went there and she told Stefan, I am cursing your daughter that on her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on a spinning wheel, and that will send her into a very deep sleep. Basically, the original story was that she cursed Princess Aurora to death. Okay? Now, of course, they came and rewrote it because it didn't seem appropriate, owing to the fact that it was a cartoon, fairy story meant for children. So they rewrote it into a deep, eternal sleep. Okay? So that's how Sleeping Beauty came to be. All right? So Aurora is the Sleeping Beauty. All right? So she cursed Princess Aurora, but with time, she began to, like in this story where Angelina Jolie is, it's like she has adopted Aurora and she loves Aurora. Okay, she loves Aurora. She just becomes this beautiful, they have this beautiful connection with Aurora. All right. So the story is that Maleficent was a good girl. She was nice, she was helpful, but was betrayed by the one person, one human being that she loved the most. The one man that loved, she believed loved her, okay? She opened her heart to him. She opened up her world to him. And what did King Stefan do because he was ambitious and he wanted to get out of poverty? Chop off her wings, and this just turned her into this dark, ruthless, unemotional fairy, yeah, that just didn't give a damn. She didn't give a damn. She'll strike you wherever she finds you. She didn't care, yeah, because she was hurt. And the fact that Stefan didn't even have the audacity to invite her to the christening. Oh, now that was just awful, Stefan. That was just awful. Okay, well, Stefan was guilty. That's the truth. That's why he couldn't invite her. He was just feeling guilty and ashamed and embarrassed. Okay, that's why. Yeah. But the story is that betrayal, love, is what turned Maleficent into who she became. She's normally known as the Mistress of Evil in most cartoons, Sleeping Beauty, in other, you know, in other Disney stories where she's been featured. But basically, Maleficent is not really a bad person, okay? She turned into a bad person, but that is what became her story, and she's a symbol of women empowerment because the fact that she became the fiercest protector of the Moors, she is the one who leads the forest of the Moors, and she is even revered by the king. Come on, by the king of the entire kingdom. She's revered by the king. So she is a symbol of women empowerment, of strength, of courage, of power, of fierceness, yes, of boldness. Yeah. I mean, she's given the responsibility to protect the Moors. So that's one hell of a bad mama, That's one hell of a bad mama jama. Yeah. So that's the story of Maleficent. And next time we will talk about Medusa. Yeah, like about Medusa? Yeah, like Medusa? Do you want to know about Medusa? Yep. So click on the button, subscribe, follow, like, and comment. Share your opinions. I would really like to know more about what you think about these so-called female villains that are actually symbols of women empowerment. Yes, last time we talked about Griselda Blanco. Today we're talking about Maleficent. Next time it will be Medusa. So click, follow, subscribe for the next story on Medusa. Bye.